the door! Please. I'm sorry. Please open the door for me!
Yes, welcome to Broken World Entertainment. We're back after what is basically the past worst few weeks of my life. You've probably seen my posts, and if you've seen the Superman video I did recently, yes, my mother passed away last Thursday. We just had the funeral on Tuesday, and I'm pretty much doing some videos back again now to basically start trying to get back to somewhat of normality. Not that that's going to be easy or anything, and I've seen some of your comments and the thumbs up and stuff on the post about that, so that is very much appreciated, and so are all of you being here, all over 2,000 of you that are on the channel. Hopefully we keep growing, but we are going to jump into this story, which is the whole brand new trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth, which unfortunately we can't actually look at the full trailer because Universal have been going on a mass striking spree, basically, because why wouldn't they? It's only free advertisement. But we're kind of going to look at the mutant dinosaurs in this. I will touch on as well the whole T-Rex raft scene, because although it looks a bit interesting, it also doesn't look like it lasts very long, and I have kind of thoughts on that part. But we do get to see a lot more of this, what is now officially called the D-Rex, which is the thing that they said is a cross between a T-Rex, a Rancor, and a Xenomorph. Yeah, what was it they said? Oh yeah, it was like Giger himself designed the thing. People that don't know who Giger is, the guy who designed the world of Alien. So yeah, we kind of see it. You saw the opening part of the video, which is that clip in the trailer of this poor dude just like, yeah, it's not going to be a good day for you. The first thing I actually thought of when that scene was happening in the trailer was, oh, it feels like you just watched the 2014 Godzilla at the opening when they all run up in the power plant and he has no choice but to shut the door, and they're all kind of like, please open the door, and he can't. Same type of feel. The thing with this yoke is, though, like, I don't know quite why they keep feeling the need that, ooh, Jurassic World and Park and stuff, we need to make up dinosaurs. I don't understand that. Now, there is a concept art that kind of gives us a look at this, which you can see, which it's kind of giving you the size of it and stuff. And as you can see, it seems to have, like, multiple limbs, which is weird. Don't know why they went with that idea, but whatever. And yeah, I just don't understand the idea behind, let's just make mutants. Now, and the reason I bring this up is because when we look at the Jurassic World movies, all three of them, yes, all three of them made over $1 billion. There's no argument about that. They were all financial successes. However, from the first one to the second to the third, it dipped. It didn't go up, it was going downwards. It was in a downward trajectory. And I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that people were like, okay, we're back at the park, but now you've introduced this weird genetically mutated dinosaur, whatever. What was it, the Indominus Rex? Was that the one in Jurassic World, or was that the laser guided one in the second one? Whichever. It was like, people were like, well, okay, it's a bit weird that you decided to do that, but whatever. But then the second movie came out, Fallen Kingdom, was like, oh, now you've done it again, and you've upped the ante with the whole laser tracking crap, but you've also now introduced a human clone character, and people's interest kind of start dipping with that. And then, of course, Dominion with the whole bloody mutated locusts and stuff like that. It was just, people are like, yeah, we're pretty much done. And then when they said this movie was going to go very much back to its original roots, which you think, oh, so you're just going to go back onto an island with normal dinosaurs. Because Dinosaurs are meant to be terrifying anyway. A T-Rex, a raptor, a Dilophosaurus, a Spinosaurus, all these things. I don't know why they think we need to up the ante and create these weird mutant dinosaurs. You don't. But then you see this trailer and you're like, oh, you're just going balls to the wall with the whole mutated versions of dinosaurs, because we have the D-Rex, but then we even have the bird thing. Now, the first image you see of the bird thing is in the containment unit thing, where it looks like it's like two of them splitting in half or something, which they're calling the Mutadon, which is just like, wow, how original. And that is the weird bird thing you see in the trailer that Scarlett Johansson runs away from and slides under the car. And it's like, why are you making all these mutated dinosaurs? And then, of course, those long neck yokes, they look like they're mutated versions of dinosaurs as well. It's the whole head structure of that thing that looks like it's mutated. But this D-Rex, it's like, is this thing going to end up being able to go invisible and all that type of stuff as well? I'm also curious, though, when they're talking about, oh, this island, they left the worst of the worst. These were their crazy experiments that went wrong. And all you can think of is, why would you have not destroyed these animals? Like, when you made them, you saw what it was and you went, alright, that thing's crazy. Surely you would kill it. And when you think of the safety measures that were put in to the dinos in the first movie, when you're told, oh, they need the stuff, well, what is it again that they need? Is it like insulin or something, I think? And it's, if they don't get it, they slip into a coma and die. The fact that you would make these ones and let them live and remain on the island makes no sense to me. It's like, why would you do that? Like, look at these things and you wouldn't know what they'd be capable of. It's like, well, this thing, do we know it can't swim for great long distances? Do we know it's not going to spout wings and fly away? Like, why would you take the risk of leaving it? You wouldn't. And that's the thing. And then, of course, the other issue you kind of have with all this type of stuff is the fact that they do seem to be introducing a third island. And that's something that I think they're kind of overstretching, because we knew of Site A, which of course was the park. But we also knew of Site B, and Site B was meant to be the one that you were told flat out, oh, this is where we actually started the whole project of Jurassic Park. And once we perfected making the dinosaurs, we shipped them from that island to the parks. There was no mention of, oh, by the way, we also had a third island where we have these crazy ass mutated yolks that we just left alone and we're not going to mention. The fact that you're like, let's just make a third island. Yeah, I don't understand why. But then the T-Rex scene. Now, everyone does seem to be kind of enjoying the scene in the trailer. I find it weird, to be honest with you. Number one, parts of it look a bit too digital. I think the fact, I could be very wrong on this, but I could also be incredibly right, is the fact that I think HD and 4K and stuff is starting to expose digital kind of work. That it's starting to make it look too clear, while everything else looks a bit not as clear. So they're kind of blurring the background focus and bringing the digital part front and center, and it's kind of showing you that it's a bit too digital. Now, the one thing you do kind of take away from this scene in the trailer is the fact that this is possibly why they just went, yeah, look, we're not going to do that in the original movie, because they were planning to do it. It's just maybe they didn't have confidence in the technology to actually pull it off, because we see the T-Rex going into the water, down into the water, swimming, which I believe is in the book, that it does swim. But I think it took place kind of more in the dark and more deeper in a jungle. Like it was a river down a jungle, where this seems to be very kind of open. The one element that does stick out like a sore thumb is the fact that they're rowing for their lives and the T-Rex is just like walking up, and it's barely running or anything, it's just walking, and it's already almost catching up on it. I'm like, yeah, how are you exactly going to build attention for this? I also don't like the fact that the trailer kind of gives away the outcome of that, which seems to be it doesn't actually eat anyone, so it doesn't catch anyone, which, okay, maybe that's because you stuck the family in there, because we clearly see the dad later on the boat, which I believe will probably be like the third act, so it obviously doesn't catch anyone. Overall though, the trailer itself, again, it's just one of those, it doesn't move me. I don't really care about the movie. It doesn't get me hyped for it. You know, when we compare it to Superman and Fantastic Four, I still think this thing is probably going to win the summer. But overall, I just really don't care about it. I probably will watch it to review it for you guys. But yeah, I'm definitely not excited. The trailer doesn't move the needle at all for me. As I've said, I love Jurassic Park. I really enjoy The Lost World, Jurassic Park. Hate, with an absolute passion, unwatchable, Jurassic Park 3, and all 3 of the Jurassic World movies suck. And this one just looks like it's going to be more of the same that we've been getting for the past few years. We'll wait and see. But with that, I will ask you to like, share, subscribe, and definitely do hit that sub button and whatnot. It does mean a lot, helps the channel and all the rest. Help me out. Thanks for being here. Cheers, and I'll catch you all in the next one.